Hello and welcome back to the No Dig Norfolk Gardener's kitchen. Now, as you can see in front of us at the moment, we have some blackberries. These have been freshly picked, and I don't know about you guys, but ours is just in abundance at the moment. It's been such a great year for soft fruit this year, and we have so many. And you know, Mrs. W has made plenty of jams, and we've got crumbles, apple and blackberry crumble. That's all lovely, but she thought actually today she would have a go at something a bit different. Today we are going to look at a blackberry liqueur.
As Mr. W said, I've been having a little look for something a little bit different to try. And we all like a bit of liqueur, and it'd be ideal for Christmas. You need 600 grams of blackberries. You can use them fresh or frozen. 750ml bottle of red wine, 500 grams of sugar, and 300 ml of either vodka or gin, and those are the only ingredients we need. You need to pick through the blackberries, just making sure that there's no stalks or leaves or anything in there, and pop them into a bowl. And so that's 600 grams of blackberries. They have been washed. So that's the 600 grams of blackberries. Now, if you are using frozen blackberries, you will need to let them defrost before you do this next stage, which is to get your potato masher, or you could use a wooden spoon or something like that to just crush the blackberries. But that's the first step, is to start trying to release some of the juice out of these nice ripe blackberries without the dish flying off the counter. And these are really nice ripe ones, so the juice is coming out quite easily, which is good. Okay, and then you take your bottle of red wine. I think any red wine will do, really. It does say a nice quality one. I've chosen a Pinot Noir, but whatever. And then you just add the whole bottle to the blackberries. And just give it another little mash so that the wine is all mixed in with the blackberries. Smells lovely already. And all we need to do now is just cover this over. I'm going to use a plate, or you could use a lid or even a clean tea towel, and put it in a cool, dark place for 48 hours for it to steep. And in that time, you can mash it again a couple of 3 times as well to help extract all that lovely blackberry juice into the wine. So here we are, 48 hours later, and I've mashed it a couple of 3 times in that time to help release the juice from the blackberries. Here it is. Smells divine already, really have to say. So what we have to do now is to strain this liquid, and I'm going to do it through a double sieve, and I'm going to pass this through a double sieve to make sure that we get all of the little bits out. So let me get the preserving pan ready. And so I've got one sieve there, and I'm putting another sieve on top of it like so. So now we're going to just pass it through the sieve. Just give that a quick stir to help it through, because obviously the sieve gets a little bit clogged. There we go. Help that through again. Don't want to leave any nice blackberry and wine juice in the sieve. We want that to definitely go into our liqueur. So just push that through to make sure that we've got all the nice juice. This is the sieved wine and blackberry juice. So we now need to move this onto the hob to continue with the process. We've got the hob now on a medium heat, and to the blackberry and wine mixture we need to add 500 grams of granulated sugar, and just gradually stir that in and stir while the sugar is dissolving. You can hear the sugar grains on the bottom of the pan. So we need to gently heat this to dissolve the sugar. And we need to gradually bring it up to a simmer. We don't need to rapidly boil this at all. We want to keep those nice flavours of the wine in there, but dissolve the sugar and bring it up to a simmer. And we've got to a nice gentle simmer. Sugar has all dissolved. And we now need to just continue with a gentle simmer for 5 minutes. We've had the 5 minutes of simmering, gentle simmering, and so we're now going to switch this off and stand that to one side. I'm going to just put a tea towel over it, and we need it to go cold. So that's going to take a little while for it to go cold before we do the next step. Now nice and cool, and it takes us to the final step of adding 300 ml of either vodka or gin. I've chosen vodka, so I'm just stirring that in now. I've sterilised these bottles with just a general sterilising tablet that you can get on the baby aisle in the supermarkets. And all we need to do now is to decant the liqueur into the bottles. So that quantity has produced approximately 2 750ml bottles. Pop on a label. These are now ready to drink straight away, or they will actually keep, if you store them in a cool place, for up to 1 year. So we now need to see how they taste, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, that's good, Mrs. W.
It's good.
Oh yes, a sweet liqueur. Oh. So what can we have this with then, Mrs. W?
Well, obviously you can drink it neat as you're doing there. I definitely would put it in the bottom of the old dash in the bottom of a glass of fizz. I think you can use it in cocktails and things like that. I think it's one of those things we're going to have to experiment a little bit with, but oh yeah, I'm quite pleased with that.
We shall have fun with that then.
We will.
Well, if you're going to have a go at making this, then enjoy. It doesn't have to be blackberry, it could be something else, and you can mix and match your ingredients to what you've got. Do let us know in the comments down below if you've done things like this but with different fruits, and if you try it in the future, always come back and leave us a comment and let us know, because we do like to know what you're all up to. But as you can see, we have 2 lovely bottles of blackberry liqueur. We shall see you on the next one.